Hey everyone, welcome back. And this is my review. Hold on a sec. Okay, this is my review of Brothers Conflict, Episode 9, entitled You know what, I can't find this title. Goddamn. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Trying to find the title still. Well, screw it, I can't find the title. So if I'm able to find it later on, then it will appear in the title of this video, obviously. So, yeah, my review of Brothers Conflict Episode 9, whatever the title should happen to be. Alright, quite a bit happened in this episode, so let me get the summary out of the way before I start reviewing it. So this episode basically starts out with Emma sitting alone on a bench in the rain, finding out that her father wasn't her true father and that she was instead adopted. When Natsume shows up and sees her saddened, he questions her what is wrong, saying that she didn't come home and wouldn't answer the phone, so he went looking for her, and she refused to explain. When they get back to the house, which she is very reluctant to do at first, we find out that Azusa and Tsubaki were named after the two family cats, which is kind of a random note that they didn't really have to put in there, I suppose. When they arrive, Emma takes a shower and a change of clothes, not being hungry or thirsty. Then when she's done, she finally explains to Natsume that she feels she's someone unneeded. When Natsume asks her why, she shows him the documents that shows she was an adopted child, thinking that her real parents might not have wanted her. She also thinks that her adopted father didn't need her, since after the wedding he never once came to see her. Natsume does his best to console her, saying she's an essential part of the Asahina family. He also apologizes for his brother's behavior towards her, since that's also part of the problem. When she tries to go back home, Natsume stops her and kisses her and then asks her to stay the night. The next morning, Natsume goes for a run and takes a shower, stepping out of the shower to Emma, who's been making breakfast. As soon as they finish eating, Louise and Julie stop at the door to find Emma and Natsume together. Although Louise says that they were all indeed worried about her, Julie says that she has nothing to apologize about, and that they were, and then proceeds to chastise Natsume about teasing her. After that, Louise and Julie joins them for breakfast, after which Louise presents a skirt that he would like Emma to wear if she likes it, and then he does her hair once again as well. After that, Emma explains to Louise and Julie about being adopted. Emma and Louise then go to the lake to ride a boat, and Louise explains that he understands her feelings, but because he too is adopted. He used to live in an orphanage until their mother Miwa picked him up one day and took him into the family. He explains that for several years he began to wonder if he's really part of the family, if he isn't blood, despite his mother always treating him the same as the others. He said he finally came to the conclusion that being blood is irrelevant. That being blood related is irrelevant, and that all that matters is being connected by the heart. The next scene is Emma, Julie, and Louise sitting on a bench together. Julie and Louise saying they will always protect Emma, and then Julie falls asleep in Emma's arms. After that, Emma sees a vision of a human version of Julie. So, a vision she is actually able to interact with. Interesting. He tells her that her parents died in an accident shortly after she was born, and she was put up for adoption. She said that the person who adopted her was Rintaro. Rintaro cared for and loved Emma so deeply as if she was his own daughter. After the flashback, Julie says he loves her and kisses her on the cheek just before Emma wakes. Just before Emma wakes up from the illusion. She then gets a text message from her father saying he plans on meeting her in Japan in the near future, attaching the same picture of him and her adopted mother that she saw in the dream, basically confirming that it might have been real. The next day, Emma returns home, greeted by all her brothers, who are ecstatic to see her again, relieved that she's alright. Wataru giving her a letter from Fu. She then decides to make dinner for the rest of the family, Wataru deciding to help her out. And that basically sums up what happened in this episode. Finally, like I said, quite a bit happened, so let's get into the review. There's not a whole lot to say about the review. I still got the same things I liked about it as always. The romance is pretty good, the animation is decent at parts. Yeah, the romance in this series isn't some of the best I've ever seen, but it's not some of the worst either. I think it's kind of in the middle, really, in terms of its quality, honestly. But there is one thing that I didn't like about this episode, and that had to do with seeing Julie as a person in Emma's vision. Alright, not so much that it happened, but so much as that it wasn't explained exactly how it happened. And they just kind of leave you off like that, and I just hated that. I hate it when things do that. It's like, seriously, if you're going to do something as weird as that in a fairly normal in terms of there's nothing really supernatural in this series, pretty normal in that regard, kind of series, the least you could do was fucking explain it, honestly. But other than that, though, I really enjoyed this episode once again. So yeah. Actually, I think this is like 9th Conflict Visions or something, from what I recall. So yeah, but this episode title anyway. So yeah, but anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. See you after, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.